Like, like, addict, look like an addict. It's been a minute. New look. I'm gonna give it a minute. Make sure you know that people can roll in. Back at it. I have so much. I have so much breakdown in these last couple of games I want to talk about, and I honestly can't wait. Honestly, can't wait. Okay, let me do that. Let me post it too. Okay. Let's that. Wait, hold on. One last thing. I promise. I said I was done. I was indeed not done. Because I want to see chat. So let me pull up the chat. Let me pull up the chat and we will get straight to work. Nope, I can't see the chat. So that's annoying. But with that being said, throw it in the comments. I'll be reloading the comments until I can figure out this whole chat debacle. But since we are here, we might as well just, start how we usually start, shall we? So, with that being said, hello and welcome to the Postclass podcast, the only podcast where a bunch of teenagers get here and talk about what professionals get paid to talk about. I'm your host, Malachi Peters, and today I am by myself. My co hosts happen to be a little busy today. It's all good. They'll be back next time with the same doohickeys, but you can see things look a little different, look a little bit more professional. I got a little bit in my Duffy. Yeah, I just, been experimenting with things, making things look a little different. But with that being said, nothing has changed about this podcast besides its looks. We're still here to talk about sports. We're still here to, make things do what it do, and we're still here to, have some fun. With that being said, we're about to hop straight into it with our first series. We're gonna start with the series that just ended. Um, the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, and as I pull up some stats, it's really just about Shea domination right now. Shea rules the world, and I don't say that because I like Shea. I don't. I do like Shea. I don't say that because I'm deriding. I just honestly do believe that his basketball skills at this point have been just elite. They have been elite. So um, with that being said, they've been playing some very good basketball, and I feel like we really can't underestimate the depth of this team. This team has been playing some elite level basketball, and you can't do that without J Dub. You can't do that without Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso might actually be the most underrated person currently left in this playoffs. Alex Caruso has been carrying this team defensively when it comes to big time assignments. He was on the Jokic assignment for Game 7 when he absolutely got shut down. He was on the Anthony Edwards assignments for parts of this game, and I honestly do think that that pickup of Alex Caruso for, let's not forget, it was for Josh Giddey. I think like 2 seconds or something easy. Ridiculous works. Um, for Josh Giddey in like a late first. Um, Alex Caruso has been crucial to this team, and this team has not been paying too much. Most of these players are under contract, still on the rookie deals. Oh my God, Chet has been playing out of his mind this playoffs, literally just closing down the rim. Anthony Edwards was not able to drive like he wanted to, past tense. And that's all because of the breakdown of the Oklahoma City Thunder roster. They did a great job of protecting. I didn't watch a lot of this series. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can see college commit. I have been training a bit for my sport of choice. But with that being said, um, they did do a great job going back and looking at the highlights of just making the Wolves play their brand of basketball is the way I'm going to say it. They made them look uncomfortable out there, especially for the last two games of the series. They made them look uncomfortable. And that's not something that you really say when it comes to Anthony Edwards, somebody that is very used to, making the play, at least for the rest of the playoffs, making the other team play his brand of basketball. But that's not what happened today. Today, that's not what happened last game, 3 days ago, 2 days ago. Time flies. Um, they did a very good job of controlling the pace, controlling the effort, controlling the tempo, and I do think that that has a lot to do with just the amount of defensive anchors that were on that team. With that being said, I do think that it's basically wraps now. You could give the Thunder the chip because whoever's coming out of the East is not touching them. Neither team can really touch them, even if they wanted to. Um, Damn. Yeah. So, but we're gonna look at some stats because something that we can't say. Eye test can do a lot. The box score can also back that up. I'm looking at Game Five right now. Julius Randle. Oh my goodness. Can I talk about Julius Randle real quick? Can I talk about Julius Randle real quick? Because God have mercy, Julius Randle has been hooping. I'm tired of the Julius Randle hate. I'm tired of the Julius Randle slander. There should be none of it. Julius Randle has been playing out of his mind this playoffs. And it's not even going to show up in the box score because Julius Randle has been playing basketball the way that we have wanted Julius Randle to play basketball for a long time. Um, he has been elite, elite. He has been bringing that energy. He has been bringing that grittiness, that toughness to the team that desperately needed it. And I honestly, I applaud him because he has been baking, cooking, whatever you want to call it. He has been very elite for this entire playoff run, and I really can't hate. I really can't hate. Did we get? No, we're good. Besides that, there's not really much. The rest of this team was boo boo cheeks in that game. But I'm here to look at the Oklahoma City Thunder. 32 points from Chet Holmgren. Again, the fact that this is probably the worst that we're going to see Chet Holmgren, God forbidding any injuries, anything crazy, any like him just plateauing. But Chet has been looking ridiculous. They have pulled another one out of the bag with that one. Jay Will 19, Harten's Shea with 34. We already know what Shea does. And then just 11 points from Isaiah Joe. I haven't heard that name in a minute, Isaiah Joe. Good name. Elite pool. But besides that, this Thunder has a running run the chip in my eyes. No matter who comes out in Indiana or New York, I'm happy both ways, and they're both going to lose to the Thunder. And I can't wait to see the discussions that we have about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in about 2 weeks when he walks out of here with a Finals MVP, a MVP, and a chip. I want to have those discussions. But until then, we're going to keep moving. This is gonna be the part of the podcast that I clip. One second, let me get the timestamp. Let me get the timestamp because this is gonna be a part of the podcast that I clip and goes out on socials. This is going to be the part of the podcast that I clip and goes out on socials. Well, look straight in the camera when I say this. I have zero faith in the New York Knicks. It is May 30th, 10:13 p.m. Not 1 ounce of faith. They have not been able to play difficult basketball. Tyrese Halliburton had a straight stinker last game, and I got clowned for it in the hallways, boy. I tell you. But the way that they have been manhandling them this series, they have been forcing the Knicks to play Pacers basketball, and the Knicks straight up can't keep up with it. You're gonna need another big game out of Cat. Whatever shots they gave him in his knee, God bless him because he was hooping after damn near missing the game. Um, they just looked uncomfortable out there, and I really can't blame them. The Pacers just looked straight out uncomfortable. The Knicks came out and played smash mouth basketball, and I feel like that's just beautiful to watch. Yeah, it was beautiful basketball. With that being said, the Pacers are definitely going to win in Indiana. I feel like they did have that hometown push, that hometown. That Nick MSG was rocking, rocking. Um, with that being said, um, watching previous games, Tyrese Halliburton. I heard Penny Beecham say this. I can't take credit for it. He is one of those superhuman computers, the one of those people that could break down a game of basketball. But I feel like that arena really got to him. I feel like MSG really got to him because he was not able to adjust at this level that we have seen Tyrese Halliburton adjust to previous defenses. I feel like once he gets back to Indiana, watching some film, I feel like if they throw something new at him again, I feel like he will be able to adjust this time. And I feel like he will just, be back to the Tyrese Halliburton that we're used to seeing. And boy, if Tyrese Halliburton continues to get better, we're going to have some uncomfortable conversations about who's the best passer in the league. Because I think he's already there. Top three, definitely. Without a shadow of a doubt. And he's probably number one. I'd probably put him over Current Braun. Not all time Braun, but Current Braun. Um, People are going to hate me for that. Jesus wept. I'm getting jumped at school tomorrow. Um, with that being said, just like love. Also, the role players for the Pacers non-existent on the road, literally disappeared. Everybody disappeared, but mostly the role players were gone, and it's expected. If we can get a solid role player game, not even get just a solid role player game for Game Six, this game is over. Wrap it up, send it home. I don't think that the Pacers shoot as abysmal as they did today. Again tomorrow, and if they do that, and if they do, I don't think that they do it again on Tuesday, Monday, whatever day the Game Seven is, if it gets placed. With that being said, I really do think that the Knicks are like one piece away from being one piece away. This if they were gonna make it to the finals, this would have been the year, and they got packed up by Tyrese. And I'm saying that in future tense. And if they didn't get packed up by Tyrese, they're getting packed up by Shea. But that's all I have for today. Short little podcast, just a nice little introduction. Just talking about the playoffs and stuff. Really quickly about football. I'm not gonna wrap it up. I lied. I want to talk about my Giants. Um, I like our first pick of the first round. I don't know about Jackson Dart. You can come back to this in December or whenever he starts playing well, if he does. But right now, it's just looking like we drafted a Daniel Jones rehash, and I don't like it. We needed something new. And also, why would we do that when we just signed two quarterbacks? You have three quarterbacks in a brand new system. Not making sense to me. But I think Russ is going to be the starter. And then I think Jackson is second. I feel like Jameis Winston is definitely going to have fun in that locker room. I feel like we're going to have some really fun JMO clips this year. And with that being said, I'm just excited to see if Jackson Dart can actually prove the haters wrong. And let's hope that, Russ can take us to a solid season because I can't do another season of Ash Giants football. Oh my God, I can't do another season of Ash Giants football. It would make me sick to my stomach. I'm thinking of the season now shines football. But we have one of the scariest D lines in the league. Let's hope that our secondary has improved. Let's hope that, our offense could actually put points on the board and, and how those things come together. I think we have a very sneaky chance to, punch in that wild card. But I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting us to have another high pick next year. And if we do, let's get another Manning, shall we? Um, that's about it. Um, let's do some last shout outs because I love shout outs. First of all, let's thank the man above Jesus giving us another chance to be here. Thank you, God, for everything that you have done for us, for me, for everybody watching. Even if you aren't religious, whatever God that you worship, thank Him. Um, I want to thank I want to thank EM for helping me set all of this up. She's the goat. Um, thank you so much. And shout out, shout out Mark Anthony. I don't even know if he made it this far, but I'm gonna be running in college, running track. That's my choice. That's my sport of choice. And I wouldn't have made it here without him. Shout out anybody that's ever helped me make it to college because this is surreal. Especially those that helped me in an athletic capacity because I didn't think I would be making it here. Let's hop out of here, shall we? Somebody got school in the morning. That somebody is me. It's been real. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Stay safe, y'all. As always. Deuces.